Hello and welcome to Module 8 of Geography. In this module, we shall be discussing resources and human environment interaction, that is, navigating our planetary stewardship. The module content that we should be looking at in this module include natural resources, which is classified into renewable and non-renewable resources, land use and agriculture, energy resources, which include fossil fuels, solar, wind, and hydro. We shall also look at environmental conservation and sustainability. We will also look at urban and rural geography before we now draw our conclusion. Let us begin with the introduction. That is the central geography relationship. The core question is, how do humans depend on, adapt to, and modify the environment? Natural resources is the foundation of human survival, economy, and technology. The modern challenge of natural resources include rapid population growth and industrialization have increased demand and caused depletion and degradation. The key goal is sustainable development, which involves meeting present need without compromising the future. Therefore, this model explores the balance between using the resources and conserving the environment. Let us begin also with the natural resources, that is the Earth's capital. Having known the introduction, natural resources may be defined as material from nature which is useful to human, some of which include air, water, soil, forest, minerals, and energy. Classification of natural resources by renewability. We have renewable resources which can be replenished naturally. So renewable resources are those resources that can be replenished naturally if managed well. Example of renewable resources include solar and wind energy, forest, fresh water, and soils. Then non-renewable resources, on the other hand, are finite, which is formed over millions of years. Example, fossil fuel like coal, oil, gas, metallic mineral, that is iron and copper. The critical insight is that renewable is not unlimited. Overuse of renewable leads to depletion, that is deforestation and aquifer loss. So these renewable and non-renewable resources can further be illustrated with the diagram as shown above. So natural renewable resources are naturally at rates comparable to human consumption, whereas non-renewable exist in finite amounts or replenishable over geological time span. So as you can see in the diagram, that is the renewable and non-renewable resources. Now let us look at land use and agriculture, that is shaping the terrain. Land use refers to as how we allocate land for different purposes or different needs. It could be for agriculture, it could be for settlement, it could be for industrialization. Land may be used for conservation. Then under the agriculture, which is the dominant human use of land, land may be used for subsistence farming, that is for farming for family consumption. Land may be used for commercial farming, that is farming for market for profit purposes. The key challenge is that the key challenge of land use, especially for agriculture, is urban sprawl, which consumes primary farmland. So urban sprawl is a problem of land use because most urban area consumes primary land farmlands. So the sustainable practice include crop rotation, terracing, agroforestry, organic farming to combat soil erosion and degradations. Having known that, let us look at energy resources, that is powering civilization. The dominant source include fossil fuel, that is renewable, non-renewable energy. One of the advantages of it is that it has high energy and it is reliable for infrastructure. Then the disadvantages is that it is a major cause of climatic change, pollution, and it is finite in nature. The sustainable shift, renewable energy, the sustainable shift in renewable energy that solar and wind, which can be clean, abundant, falling cost. The challenge is intermittency. Then hydroelectric is reliable but disrupt ecosystem and displaces community. The future requires a diversified energy mix and improved storage technology. So energy source can be further explained as it is being illustrated in the diagram as shown on the screen. Now let us look at environmental conservation and sustainability. Conservation may be defined as the process of protecting, that is the protection and wise management of natural resources. So conservation means protecting natural resources as well as uses effective management of natural resources. Then sustainability, on the other hand, involves meeting the present needs without compromising the future generation. That is, meeting the present need without harming future generations' ability to meet their own need. The three pillars, the three key pillars here include environmental health, economic viability, and social equity. It is not about stopping use, but about smart use. So sustainability simply means using the present needs without compromising the future. Now let us look at urban geography, that is the engine and the strength. Urban areas are centers for innovation, economy, and culture. It is characterized by high population density. The challenges of urbanization include, especially in Africa and Asia, include slums and informal settlements, air and water pollution, urban heat island effect, waste management crisis. Then sustainability, that is sustainable urbanism include green building, public transit, urban green space, and integrated planning. Then rural geography, that is the resources-based area. Rural areas are characterized by lower density, that's lower population density, economic ties to land-based resources, mostly on agriculture, forestry, and mining. The key environmental issues in rural area include deforestation, that is for agriculture, soil erosion and desertification, water scarcity and population from agrochemicals. The sustainable rural development include climate smart agriculture, community based resources management, and improving infrastructure. Now let us look at the urban and rural link, that is an interdependent system. The vital exchange between urban and rural area is from rural area to urban area. So the rural area provide food, water, raw materials, and migrant labours to the urban area. Then the urban area in returns provides market, technology, goods and services, and remittance to rural area. The flow is strained by unsustainable practice at both ends. To balance development is needed to reduce inequality and pressure on ecosystem. Now let us look at the tragedy of the commons and collective action. The problems is that shared resources like air, ocean, fisheries can be overexploited by individuals acting in self-interest, ruining them for all. The solution here is that the solution is governance, that is effective rules, cooperation and shared responsibility at local to global level. Example, international fishing agreement, global climate pact like Paris agreement, community forest management. In conclusion, human environment interaction defines our past and will determine our future. We face a choice between sustainable exploitation and responsible stewardship. Geography provides the spatial toolkit to understand this interaction and design solutions. The goal is a resilient, equitable, and thriving planet achieved through sustainable resources management, clean energy transition, integrated rural-urban planning, and informed and engaged global citizenship. Thank you, and God bless you.